Hi, this is Taylor with Pride.com, and we're talking to Vincent today.
Hi.
You can drive off in his car, cause he slips inside a bar, fall asleep inside his arms. But please don't take him to a spot, hold him like me in the dark, tell him that he's all you want. Just please don't fall in love.
I remember you from your covers on YouTube with it was a trio, right?
Me and my friends Matt, Bloyd, and Mario Jose. Yeah, we were just decided to get together and do a bunch of covers every now and again.
Yeah, and I assume all of y'all were singing way before that. What was just the journey like from before YouTube to YouTube and now?
I started singing when I was 7. My dad was a singer, and so it was kind of always in my household.
Yeah.
So it was always around me music. I was really shy as a kid, so I didn't let them know that I could sing until I was like maybe 10. And once I auditioned and I felt the feeling of euphoria that you get from performing in front of people and just being seen and heard, it kind of blossomed from there. And so I started doing lessons and I joined a choir, and from there I went on to go to music school in college. I went to Berkeley in Boston.
Wow,
And that kind of catapulted my mind to the idea of being like a pop star and what I wanted to, because I'd always emulated the people like Whitney Houston and Michael Jackson and these kind of icons who got on stage and made people feel things. And so I wanted that for so long, and being at Berkeley definitely helped me figure out what my sound was going to be and introduced me to a lot of new artists like Robin and Francis and the Lights and like a bunch of people that I love now. It just kind of opened my eyes up to that, and so I moved to New York. It was tragic because it was just cold and New York is hard.
Yeah.
But I'm an East Coaster, so it kind of fit my personality. Then I realized I wanted to move to LA. I've always wanted to live in California, and everything that I wanted to do was out here. Music is pop music in general is definitely based in Los Angeles for writing sessions and performances, and all the labels are here. And so I wanted to be in the mecca of everything, and so I moved like 2 days before Christmas in 2015.
Wow.
Like I found a ticket for $175 and I was like, tight, I'm out.
Yep.
And literally just flew out and moved here with like no connects and nothing, and just kind of scrambled my way around town and played for every venue that would let me. I would stand outside with my guitar and like play for them and be like, if you let me play, you don't have to pay me, I'll just come and sing.
Yeah.
And eventually they did.
Aw.
Yeah, and so it went on from there. I met a bunch of friends who happened to be writers. We collabed, we met other people, and it just kind of, I built my like name in LA, just kind of going around and singing and writing and being like, hey, these are my songs and I hope you like them. Also, I can sing them too and perform them. Would you like to see? But that worked out, and then Mario went to college with me, and so he was my roommate when I moved out here. He and Matt and I never planned on doing YouTube videos. Like that was never like, let's start a channel and be like influencers. No. But we were like, oh, we all sound nice together when we sing. We should like try a video. Yeah. And I think the first video we did was Have You Ever? And I think Brandy, always. I think within like 2 days, it had 2 million views.
Wow.
Found that one you've given your heart to, only to find that one won't give the heart to you.
We were just like, tight, maybe this is a good thing.
Yeah.
Like maybe we'll do another. And we did, and then they both went viral. And it just kind of like spiraled from there. And then we've all kind of gone our separate ways of just on our own career paths. Matt's doing amazing. He has a massive following on YouTube. Mario's on tour right now with Postmodern Jukebox. And I'm doing my thing. So it's all kind of like branched out, but we still love each other, and hopefully we'll do a video again soon at some point. But yeah, after all that, I joined the 4. I'm also rambling, so you can tell me when to
Yeah,
stop
I
as
love
well.
it. Keep
Okay.
going.
Great. I found out about the 4 through my manager at the time, and he was like, you should do this show. And I was like, nah, I'm good. Because I truly despise singing TV shows.
Yeah.
It's just not my tea. But they asked 3 times and I said no each time. The last time they said, it's near the finale, it's near like all this. If you join, you have a chance of getting on. There's no guarantee, but you might have a chance of like being a part of all this. And I was like, that's fun, still no. Because for me, I saw, when you watch the TV shows like American Idol, The Voice, well not so much The Voice, but American Idols, America's Got Talent, it's always like the gay person is made into a character. There's always like rinky-dinky music behind them, and it's always like, oh, this person's gonna be funny because they're dressed the way that they like to dress, and that may not be normal to the rest of the world. So we're gonna make it a joke.
Yeah.
And I was like, if I do it, don't do that to me.
Not gonna be that, yeah.
No, because I was like, we are talented and we're good and we deserve to be seen the same way you see everyone else.
Yeah.
And that was what I told the producers. I said, if you want me to do this, I will do this, but you have to do it by my terms, and they agreed. And so I decided to do it. Was it my favorite experience in the world? No, but I got to go in there and inspire little black gay boys that look like me.
Yes.
You know, like little boys of color and little gay girls and boys who don't see themselves on TV, who don't think that that's a possibility because it's never been seen in a real actual light where they look and sound good and are taken seriously, and not just something that's a fad or a pass by. And so that was the prime reason for me doing it. But I had already been playing shows in LA and New York, like sold out a bunch of venues before I even done it. It just elevated all that, which is, I'm always so thankful for, because it's like I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh my, I could have done it on my own. Because like, yeah, I could have done it on my own, but it would have taken like maybe 3 to 4 years. It did it within 2 hours. Like I think I had like 20,000 followers or something.
Wow, yeah.
But in those 2 hours and over that night, I gained like 80,000 fans of like loyal, like bought music was messaging me, and like, and they've kind of just stuck with me and like catapulted me to where I am now, where I literally, my entire life is, have not been not busy since I left the show. Like I have something every day, I have a schedule, I'm barely home. So it's just, I'm really grateful for it. Yeah, would I do it again? No. But I'm really happy about it.
Yeah, a weird one. Is cereal a soup?
No.
But it's like in milk, floating.
First and foremost, ew. For me, like heating up milk in general, like me and milk don't really get along. But like heating it up is, don't do that.
Soups have to be hot, is what you're saying.
No, because there's like gazpacho, which is like not a hot soup, but like also gazpacho's nasty. Sorry if you like it.
I mean,
I'm not here to judge you. I'm here to love you, but I'm also not here for the bull.
Yeah.
I don't like it. It's not good. But I mean, like, cereal's a completely different thing.
Yeah. Okay, I'll take that answer. If you could have dinner with only Whitney Houston or Michael Jackson, I'm using the two examples you said, who would you choose? You can only choose one.
Whitney Houston.
Really? Why?
She's hilarious.
Yeah. Oh.
Comedy for days. Like, comedy. I would just want to know, just like I'm never like, I'm like, oh my god, who are your inspirations when you were little? Like that's not me. I'm like, what do you think about when you're about to walk on stage? Like I want to know all like the tricks, because she was so good at getting on stage, and I'm sure like there was chaos happening right before she was doing it, especially in her life as well. And she was just like, great, that's not about this moment. Like this is about me getting up here and like doing what I do best and really like selling it.
That reminds me of, and this is my inner Stan jumping out, but like the Katy Perry documentary, The Part of Me, when she's like sobbing about like the divorced text message she just got from her husband, and
heartbreaking
she, like,
video.
Go on stage, and she's like, and that's
the job.
That's the first time I ever really thought about like that switch, like the awful days as a person, and then immediately having to go on stage.
Oh, it's so It's happened to me twice where I've lost someone. Like, and got the news right before I had to go for a show. And it's like my set is very high energy. Like it's a lot of dancing, it's a lot of singing. Live. A lot of live singing.
We love a vocalist.
That's the T. But it's, you have to do it. You can't, like, there's no way you can leave. And so, but it's also like you have fans there. Who have paid and like waited hours to see you. And so you don't get to, yeah, you can think about yourself, but also it's just like in this moment it may not be about your sad life. Like I've had to like be like, okay, I'm really sad right now, and then I have my dancers Mark and Jamie, and they'll be like, okay, you want to cry, sis? And I'm like, yeah. We go, let's cry, and then also we gotta get in the makeup in like 10 minutes, and like let's do this, because it's not just about you anymore. Like when you sign up for this, it's a whole different ballgame of, especially when you start doing it on a level where people are actively paying like for your shows. It's like, okay, great. These people, it's a job. You can't just leave your job when you get sad. just not the way it works.
What was your favorite cover that you performed on the 4? I know mine.
See, I know that everyone's favorite is Creep. Not my favorite. I love the song Magic.
That's what I have it written right here. What? How you transformed it is just like, it's a great song already, and then I was just like, oh my god, this is like an artist, you know? Like anyone can sing a song, but like
Thank you.
transforming it.
Oh my god, keep complimenting me.
Yes.
Like, I love that.
No, I don't, it's true.
I love Chris Martin so much, and I think Coldplay is one of the best bands in the world, like in the history of life. They're just incredible, and I heard that song maybe 4 or 5 years ago, and I remember sitting, I sat down in the living room on the floor and was just like, this is the perfect love song.
Yeah.
If anyone were to ever write a song about me and it sound like this, I'm gonna marry them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna marry them. It's gonna get physical on a daily basis. Like, it's gonna get weird.
Yeah.
Because it just talks about love so well, and so I was like, if I ever do this song, for me, covers are really like special. Like, I don't want to cover a song and do it just like the artist, because then you don't need my version of it.
Yeah.
You could just listen to the original.
Yeah.
And it's such a like swell of like love and emotion and like longing and need for me, that song, and I just love it so much, and I hope that comes across when I sing it, because I just think it's the best.
Yeah.
So that's my favorite cover.
It is beautiful. I agree. Did you get to interact with like Fergie or any of the judges? Like, are there any weird stories with like Meghan Trainor?
Not weird stories. Yeah, we definitely got to interact with all of them. There was a moment when I had just gotten up there on the stage and they had redone, like, I think all the people I was up there with left, and then there was a whole new 3. There was 3 girls afterwards. Candace, Evie, and Javaya. And we had finished taping, and Diddy comes over and he's just like, congratulations to all of you, like, this is the big leagues, blah, 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 blah. And we're all like, tight, tight, tight. Also, we've been here for like 12 hours. We're really tired. We want to go to sleep. And he's like, come to my dressing room. I want to talk to y'all. And like his friends were there, and French Montana was there. And I'm like there, and my like face beat, but like dead inside.
Exhausted.
Like completely dead inside.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, this is really cool. Like, rappers, woo. I can't breathe. I'm really like, I'm exhausted. And he's like, take a shot of Ciroc. And I'm like, it's your thing. So like, I'm like, okay, let's do this. And then so we all like take a shot backstage. But like after like I got back to the hotel, I'm like, that was cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But in the moment I was like, I just want to go to sleep. I don't want to do this. But what people don't know is that he's super, like, he's a great guy. I had not obviously met him before then, but the conversations that we had and the moments of him being super supportive and knowing who I was as an artist and also being gay I was kind of taken aback I was like, oh, look at you, like knowing things and being like informed and also emotional. Just like being super supportive. He was like, you're a Black gay man, and like you're the first one out here doing this, and you should do this well. And I was like, good for you. Like, pay me, but like, good for you. Like, it was just really nice to know that was in him. Megan's awesome. She's just like a bubble of like joy and laughter and sweetness. And DJ Khaled, we didn't really get much time with him. He wasn't there much. Yeah, but they were awesome.
Have you ever sent a text message to the wrong person?
All the time. All the time.
Can you think of one?
I'm not gonna tell you what it was, but I have definitely, I can give you an example. Have you ever done the thing where you're talking about someone and then you send them the text?
Yeah.
So for me, after that's done, there's no reason to lie anymore.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be like, oh girl, we were talking about so-and-so, and like, you know how you followed up, like you send it and you're like, can you believe this bitch, and blah, 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 blah. No, I'm like, sis, I was gonna tell you eventually.
Yeah.
You just happen to get it.
Yeah.
Like my mind was like, send it.
Yeah.
So, cause there's no reason, like you're caught now, you know what I mean? I've done that. I've definitely had moments where people were not supposed to get those text messages, and I'm just like, sorry.
Yeah. I think people often try to put, especially Black artists, in boxes, and I think about like white artists like Post Malone, they're allowed to kind of genre blend, and I think that's what you do to an extent as well, and I think you said you were pop music, but I just wondered if you ever face anyone trying to like define or like put you in this box, and if you feel any kind of pressure to conform to that.
So funny that you brought that up. It happens all the time.
Yeah.
I don't even think people realize that they're doing it, but it happens all the time where I'll be, like, I obviously make pop music. But because I'm Black, you automatically assume, oh, this is a soulful cover or a soulful rendition. And I'm like, or you can just call it pop music and like, stop trying to play me.
Yeah.
And it's not to down like my Blackness or R&B or soulful music, because I was influenced by all of it.
Yeah.
I have a soulful voice. I have a voice for pop music. I have a voice for music, you know? And so the songs I write are very pop oriented and influenced because I love pop music. I grew up falling in love with pop music. Like Whitney Houston was a pop artist.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson, pop artist. And I think the problem I have sometimes with publications, because it's always Vincent, the crooner, or Vincent, soulful, Vincent, R&B, and I'm like, but I told you I was a pop artist, and you know that we've had the conversation, I've met your whole team, we've done all this, and now we're here, and I'm like, sup sis, but it's different when the girls get out, the white girls who have the blonde hair and are the pop, that's what you think pop looks like.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? And it's no shade towards them because they're doing their thing. But that's not just what pop looks like.
Yeah.
It's not just Ariana and Taylor's and Britney's. You know what I mean? It's not that. Like, there are plenty of Black, gay, male artists out here who make incredible pop music, who write most of the songs that you hear, but you don't, they never get the notoriety or the recognition because that's not what pop looks like, and I'm not about that life. I'm not about to like take that. You know what I mean? Because I don't just make music for people who listen to pop. I make music for people who listen to music. I don't make music just for the gay community. I don't make music just for the Black community. I don't make music just for the white community or the Asian or the Hispanic or the Latino. I don't like make music for just one certain people. It's supposed to be enjoyed by everyone. So when I look, you know, like when I look at my shows, I see all different kinds of people. That's what I want. I don't want to see just one certain kind of, like it's boring. I don't want to look next to me and see somebody who looks just like me all the time. I want it to be explored and enjoyed by everyone. You know, and so.
And that's what music's supposed to be, like universal.
It's universal.
It's something we can
and like there are different genres for sure, but like when you speak to any artist, they all want their music to be heard by everyone. It's not just one certain group of people. And so I'm working on making sure that's the case.
What's next? Do we have an EP coming up? Do we have an album?
Yes.
What's happening?
I have an EP coming out at the top of the year.
Okay.
Yeah, so I've already released 2 songs from it. Please Don't Fall in Love was the first, and Somebody is going to be on it as well. I'm really excited about it. I am a crazy person, so I've written maybe like 60 songs. It's a 6-song EP. But I wanted to make sure when I put out a full body of work, or just a small body, that it was really good. I didn't want to waste time and do this thing where I release just like so-so music, and then it passes into a fad, and it's gone. You know, and it's like, I love what I do so much, and I want the quality of the music to stand out. So when people hear, they're like, oh my God, I gotta hear more of this, or I remember this, or who is this? And also, this made me feel this way. And I thought about so-and-so when I heard it, and it made me reach out. Like, that's the feeling that I wanna give through my music. So I'm putting out a full body of work in the top of the year, January. And it's a 6-song EP. I'm really excited about it. I will give you the name of it, but I'm not gonna do that. But I literally today called my team and I was like, this is the title of it, and these are the tracks that are gonna be on it. And they were like, took you long enough.
It's coming together.
I was like, because I've had the songs, I do this thing where at home I have a whiteboard and I write everything down. And from day to day, I'll be like, oh, maybe today. And I'll put the song on, I'll listen to it, I'll make a little playlist on my phone and listen to the songs in that order. And sometimes it won't fit.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, and I'll go, that doesn't work. And literally last night, I wrote the title track to the EP.
Wow.
And it was like, because in those moments, it like kind of just pops into your head. And it works out, and I think songs for me, it comes when it comes. I can't force it. And so when it happens, it's perfect, and I know, and I'll text my team because half of them are in New York and half of them are here. And sorry for the New York people, but it'll be like 1 or 2 in the morning. I'm like, wake up.
Yeah.
I need you to listen to this.
Yeah.
And I'm just very excited about it. It's gonna be my first little baby that I put out into the world, but it's gonna be good. I'm gonna love it. I hope you love it.
We're so hyped, and yeah, Pride is gonna send all the love your way.
We love that. We love Pride.
Yeah. Well, that's all I have for you. Thanks for stopping by.
Oh, I love stopping by, honestly.
Just play